Hey everybody, hope you're doing good. I know it's been a while since I've been on, but just wanted to get on and share with you a dream that I had about a week and a half ago. And it's been a while since I had any visions. The last one I had was back in maybe 3 months back. I don't think I posted it because I haven't had one in a long time and since January, and I thought I lost it, and I was thinking maybe it's something I did, maybe I messed up or I didn't do, but and then I guess I realized maybe it wasn't time for me to get one, and then I ended up getting one, and it has nothing to do with what I'm about to share with you, but it's just it just talks about how, like, the church wasn't taking it seriously enough, and people that were going to church, they were playing games inside the church and pretending to be something they're not, and then others doing things a certain way that wasn't right with God, and they were thinking that they were right with God, but they weren't, and the whole time pretending to be in peace and happiness and all that, but it was wrong, but anyway, besides that, let me just get to the dream. So, sorry, people don't know how to drive. But anyway, I had a glimpse of what I assumed to be hell. And then, so I was walking down the street, down this neighborhood, houses and whatever. I didn't recognize where I was, but it seemed like a normal town. And then, as I'm walking, next thing you know, I fall through the ground. Literally directly right through it. Hold on. And as I fall through the ground, as I'm falling, I'm literally falling down into the earth, and it starts to get dark, like really dark. And I hear like a demonic voice, almost like whispering, or kind of like making fun of me or laughing, but when I noticed it, that it got quiet real quick, like pretending that they weren't there. And all of a sudden it got really quiet, and then next thing you know, as I'm falling down into the earth, I go into the ground, and all of a sudden I'm in this, there's like an opening in the earth, like a cavern, like a giant pocket of air, and it was huge. It's like a bubble, and inside this pocket of air, this cavern, it was humongous. There were like mountains and valleys, and but there was nowhere to go. There was no escape all the way around, like from the top to bottom and the sides. It was just this huge open area inside the ground, and there were mountains and valleys and hills and turns and all that. And I saw people running, like terrified, from these giant beings. Like I'm just gonna say that they were these giant demons. They were like anywhere between 40 to 50, maybe even 60 feet tall, and they were giant. There was like 10 of them spread out, chasing after people, and they wore no clothes. They were muscular, and they were very, very tall, and they had no face. They had a head, but it was almost as if their face was like melted off or removed, and you could just see their skull. I'm talking about the giant demons, while they were running after people, and they had nowhere to run, nowhere to go. And I'm watching all of this, and I'm going through section to section, realizing that there's no way out. I start to go up into the air. For some reason, I had the ability to float or to hover above everyone else and everything else. And I would go all the way to the top to try to get away from these things. And as I went higher into the top, I saw like the top of these mountains, they look like volcanic, like volcanoes, because it was like cut off from the top, and then you could see the circle with the opening, and you could see the lava inside, like these pools of lavas, and on top of these mountains. There was a few of them. And when I looked into the volcanoes, I noticed that there were people inside the volcano, but they were all skeleton form, and they were burning, and I saw the fire, and they were all like in a group huddled together burning. And yeah, it was just crazy, you know. I wasn't expecting that. And so I went up into the air even higher to try to escape, and I noticed like these metal pipings. So I started like to monkey bar my way across it as I'm hovering. And in the corner, I saw there was like a door I was trying to get to, these metal double doors that I was trying to get to. Anyway, as I trying to climb over to get to these doors, I noticed within the wall, like up against a wall, like up there on top, there was like in the crevice inside the wall, there was a statue made of stone that looked like, the best thing I could describe it looked like Cupid, you know. But I didn't recognize any wings. I was more drawn to the face and the chest, and it was all covered in red. Like, I don't know if it was red stone or red paint or just something red, but it was, the statue itself was all red from what I was looking at it. And above it, there was a statue of it looked like the head of a gargoyle, black, like it looked like a demon's head, if I had to describe it. And yeah, so I was like, that's kind of, no, not kind of strange, everything is strange down here where I was. And I made my way to the door that I saw, and I was able to get it open. And when I went in, there was like a staircase. I went in, I think I went down or up or something like that, and I ended up right back where I began, like right back where I started. And it was pretty crazy, pretty strange. And then when I did it again, I noticed last time that when I went through there, I noticed a door that I didn't go in through. So I went to that door the second time around, and the door didn't have a doorknob. It was just like a metal thing missing the doorknob. But I looked on the top, there was a number on the door, and when I focused in on the numbers, it said 2538. That number has no meaning to me as far as I know. I don't know what it means. And anyway, I go in it, I push it open, I go inside, and it's like a giant living room area, and it seems like a pretty nice apartment, but it's strange because there's 3 people inside sitting down on the sofa, spread out, and they were demons. They look human, but their presence was very demonic and evil and sinister, like, you know. And they didn't care that I knew that they were demons, you know. They had that persona or that attitude towards them, about them. And one of them was reading a book, the other one was just there, whatever, hanging out. And he basically told me that you can't get out of this place, there's no escape from here, you know, and basically what he said. And I told him, you know, I'll just tell you, I'm not even gonna mention the last part that I told him, it's not important. But yeah, and then somehow I wake up, or I force myself to wake up. Sometimes I notice I'm in a dream, and I start to you know, write things down in my mind as I'm dreaming it, and then when I'm ready to wake up, I'll just force myself to wake up somehow, and like an eject button, and I would wake up. But anyway, yeah, that's it, and that was my glimpse, you know, and that's it. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. This is the first of its kind, hopefully the last. And I don't really like to glorify, you know, the dark side like that, or make them any videos towards that, unless God really like pushes in my heart to do it. But anyway, I just wanted to post this up. God bless you guys. Hope everything is good. You know, God's been having me on a mission, and I'm trying my best to accomplish it and not keep him waiting with the promises that I've made. You know, he said, you know, if you make a promise to him, make sure you do it right away. Don't delay it. And if you're not gonna do it, it's better not to promise him anything. So yeah. Anyway, God bless you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.